Okay, guys, really quick update with Bitcoin. I'm going to give you key levels to pay attention to, and we need to pay attention to what happens on Monday. I'm going to explain why it could be it's possible. We can see a lot of downside for the markets in the U.S. And I'm going to show you two websites, or at least one website you can use to check out aftermarket trading, at least for the Dow. There's other ones for the NASDAQ and the S&P, but this will give you an idea. If you see Sunday night markets are down a lot and you see the U.S. dollar start pushing up, chances are we can have a pretty substantial drop, and I'll explain why that's the case. If you watched the last video I put up, I'll put a link up to it now. I was telling you that I was short from 106,500. I explained to you the significance of this resistance level that we broke down from, that what support that broke would become resistance, and I said I would be short down to the next critical support level, and I also explained in that same video why this line was so important. Plus, it was right where the central Bollinger Band on the daily was at the time. So you should have been short from 106,533. You would have got a second chance to short when you came up, tested this line. You would have longed from 103,800, but your take profit was 101,500. That needs to hold. If that breaks, we have much lower. Again, let me show you how this played out. This is on, you can see right here, this is that point we broke down from, as you can see I mentioned right here. So just to show you how this chart played out, I'm going to hit play right now. Notice that we came down, we found support at 103,879. We pushed up, got rejected that white line I was talking about for resistance, and dropped down to our support level, 101,500. That was the point you should have taken profit or gone long. Now we're in a current pattern. We're going to have to find out how this plays out. As you can see, we're actually dropping right now. So it looks like we're in some kind of pattern like this, and we're either at support or we're going to drop down to that support level again, which is down here around 100,782, depending when you make contact. You know, over here is 100,500. But that is a critical level to pay attention to. So if we break below, let's say 100,500, I told you before in previous videos, your most key support level to pay attention to is this yellow line. We are in a huge rising wedge. Go back and watch previous, maybe 2 videos back. I talked about this larger structure. If we break below 98,870, that becomes resistance on the daily. Then we have a lot more downside. Your current resistance just above, well, obviously this pattern we're currently in now, which is around 102,000, around that area. And your next resistance level just above that would be this fib channel line at 103,326. Again, this is on the alley. And your most critical resistance above is now 104,900 to 105,000. So those are your key levels to play on the hourly. Do you want to cover a few more things and explain again why I think it's very possible? Like I said, this is time sensitive, why we could see some downside on Monday. If you're not aware, Trump went ahead and decided to do tariffs. I think it's 25% on Canada, 25% on Mexico, and 10% on China. This went into effect today. So the markets did not like that. The Dow actually dropped. When they found out that was going to happen, the market started dropping. And because they went into effect today, markets aren't open right now, so it's possible we could see a lot of downside in the markets on Monday. Now, this is one website I go to keep track of aftermarket trading. This is for the Dow. I will have this link pinned in the first comment description. So Sunday night, I'd be watching just to see if this is way into the negative and you start seeing the US dollar start pushing up, chances are we're going to have a lot of downside in the markets. Remember, Bitcoin typically follows indices. By the way, this is the DXY chart. Notice we found perfect support at 107.52. Your next resistance level on the DXY is 108.74. If you see we get above that, hold support and push higher, your next resistance is 109. So again, US dollar up. You start seeing the markets drop, which is very possible because of these tariffs. Again, I'm just warning you, letting you know something big will be coming on Monday. Also talked about NVIDIA. Go back and watch the last video and the video before that. Told you resistance was this ring, which was previously support. It is now resistance. That is, we're just chopping back and forth. The resistance is around 124, and this is your key support. So if you start daily opens below 117 for NVIDIA, that could be very, very bearish, and NVIDIA is a huge ass stock. And the next major key support level I have is down around $80, $81. So that would be a hell of a drop. So again, I'm expecting some major moves. I will give you your key levels on the daily as well. Guys, if you want to get leverage trading, Coincatch is a great option. No KYC. If you use a VPN, you use that to your advantage. If you want to sign up, that link's pinned in the first comment description. If you want to learn how to trade on Coincatch, this is a video I put up showing you how to create an account, transfer funds to futures account, and use trading tools. I'll link this video now if you want to check it out. But again, pay attention to see where the on Sunday where aftermarket trading is. If that's way to the negative, like negative 300, negative 400, negative 500, you know something major is coming when markets open. Pay attention to the U.S. dollar, guys. That U.S. dollar starts pushing up higher and markets are down, then you can expect some downside for Bitcoin. Now, I can tell you this: these are your hourly support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Remember, this is your most critical level right here. We break below this, we're going way the hell down. As far as the daily, and as I mentioned, this ring, I'll give you an update on this as well. So as I said before, if the hourly breaks, your labels, let me give you your price labels here. Price label. Okay, so your first key support level, and this is on the D1 chart. Watch previous videos. This is still in play. So your most key support levels are around 99,377. If that breaks, your next key support level to pay attention to is right around 97,576. Take note, that's the bottom Bollinger Band on the daily. But if we break back below 97,576, your next key support that has to hold, I mentioned this previous video, is around 93,000. So again, this is already bearish if we break back below 97,000. 93,000 is a critical support level. Again, I'll cover that in the next video. But I just want to show you these are your most key levels, actually. 99,800, 97,576, and 93,384. But I think it's very possible it could happen. Now, because of these tariffs, I think this is going to be bearish for the markets. Again, let's see what happens. We'll play it one level at a time, but it is possible we could start to see some downside, and this is for Bitcoin and for the indices. We'll start to see some downside, something like this. Maybe we find support, then the indices and the markets start pushing up potentially before this ring, and that is very possible. But I do believe after we cross this ring, I think that will be the start of the bear market, and this has to do with a number of things, guys. Tariffs, trade wars, higher inflation because of these tariffs, less interest rates cuts, maybe even actually raising interest rates. So I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that something major is going to happen at this ring. Right now, the timing for that ring at current price, if we went sideways, is 66 days. The lower we go, the closer we get. This is around 60 days. So I'm just saying, pay attention to this ring, guys. Something will happen when we make contact with this ring. I will go long at the ring, and when we cross it, I plan on going short. But again, I will have this link in the pinned first comment description. Just pay attention, again, Sunday night, see if markets are down. Keep an eye on that DXY, because that DXY keeps going up, and you see the markets are down after market trading. Then when markets open, you can expect Bitcoin to follow suit. But those are your key levels to pay attention to on the hourly and the daily. And do keep an eye on NVIDIA, guys. If NVIDIA breaks below 117 on the daily and that becomes resistance, I think we could see a lot of downside for NVIDIA. Don't forget that DeepSeek thing where they came up with a model for $6 million that outperforms OpenAI. So this is hurting NVIDIA and a lot of these AI companies. So a lot of stuff to prepare for, guys, but just remember, these tariffs are in play. So it is going to be a wild week next week. So just pay attention to that. But that's it, guys. If you don't sign up to these charts, get access to Discord. Website is opticrypto.com. If you do sign up, make sure that you email me through the website. Click on the contact page. I'll verify you have an account. Send you a Discord invite link. And guys, if you want to check out this tutorial video, again, that will be pinned first comment description, as well as this. I'll give you this link so you can keep track of aftermarket trading. Check that out Sunday night, because I think Monday we could see some fireworks. That's it, guys. Stay safe, stay smart. I'm out.